Hey guys, this is Snag, and I'm back with another vanilla tutorial. So today I'm going to teach you how to make overhead ceiling lights. I have 3 different types of ceiling lights that you can create, and I'll show you how to build those today. So let's get straight to it. There's 3 types of lights I'm going to be showing you guys how to make today. The box light, the lamp light, and the ceiling light. The first one is the box light, which you would probably use for an office or a meeting type scenario, as it takes up most of the space on the ceiling, but it also illuminates the entire room. The lamplight you would use for more classical places like a bar or some kind of business, just so the lights give more aesthetic to it. And the ceiling light is something you would use for places that are more modern. So, like a more modern building would fit the more simplistic light setting. So, I'm going to show you guys how to make those right now. Now, the first light we're going to be building is the box light. Now, we're going to need our maker pen to build this, which you can find in your watch menu by going to backpack and pressing use on the maker pen option. After you pick it up, go ahead and press open palette and select the cube option of shapes. And then my recommendation is to have a sleek base that's like a darker color. So I'm going to use black, but I'm also going to use this specific material painted wall because it shines better. And then in colors, you're going to just use the basic black. And go ahead and turn on grid shape as well, as it will keep it centered, and go ahead and draw your shape. Now you're probably going to have to adjust this a little bit. Now the way you can do that is by going to your maker pen menu and pressing manipulate, turn off the snapping grid, and then just move it around so that it's a basic rectangular shape. You can also move it with the move tool if you can't see it better, and rotate it as well. I'll have this one face me, but just have a nice rectangular back. Now after that, you're going to need the light, so go ahead and press the clone option on your maker pen menu and clone your shape. And then after that, we're going to need to make it bright yellow or bright whatever color you want to use. So go ahead and select the yellow option in colors, and in materials, you're going to select neon, which is the shiny blue one down here. Go ahead and press recolor. Now what you want to do is make sure you have this selected, so I would either use the select tool or I would use the manipulate tool. And once it's highlighted in green, you know you've got it correct. So yeah, go ahead and press recolor and get that all recolored. After that, you're going to want to move it with the move tool back onto the base. Now again, you're probably going to have to manipulate this a little bit, but that's normal. So go ahead and press manipulate and just move it a little bit away from the sides here so that there's a nice base around it. And that's how you make the basic box light. Now, if you want to add 45-degree sides like right there, there's an easier way to do that. So you're going to want to clone this base. Make sure you manipulate it so you don't clone the light as well. Clone that. And then in your maker pen menu, the easiest way to rotate it is by going to open palette, the settings, and making sure your rotation snap is on 45 degrees. Now, if you have grid selected and you press rotate, it will be at 45 degrees now. Again, you're probably going to have to scale that down, but that's fine. And just have a nice curve right here that will fit. And go ahead and place it right in the middle of your endpoint. So mine will be about right here. Now, obviously, it's not touching, so you're probably going to have to clone one more piece of this. But again, that's normal. And you're just going to want to manipulate it so that the manipulation fits right on the edge here of this 45-degree angle. And once it matches, you know you're in a good spot. And make sure to do it for the side as well, which you can do by also cloning this and rotating it to make sure it fits the sides. Remember, don't go too far over. And use the manipulate tool to make sure it touches. And make sure you use no snapping for this, because you can free move it, and then you're going to want to make it touch the end. So just do that for all 4 sides, and you'll have a bit of a 45-degree angle edge, so it looks a little bit smoother. You can also do this first and then clone the light so that it will also have the 45-degree angle, which I did for this one. But if you wanted to just keep it at 45 degrees with the light as the basic rectangle, that's how you would do that one. The next one you're going to be building is the lamp. Now, again, go to your maker pen menu, go to open palette, And the first shape you're going to select is the cylinder. And I'm also going to use the black painted wall for this one. And go ahead and draw one out. After that, you're going to want to scale it a little high. This will be our supporting pole. And make sure the cylinder is thin so it looks more natural. Like this one's got a nice thin shape to it, so that's good for me. And then the next shape we're going to be using is a sphere, so go ahead and select that. And then draw one of those out as well. This is probably about a good size. And then once you're done, you can either grab it with your free hand or you can go to move with your maker pen and just try and center it on both sides here. This one looks about right. And then go ahead and recolor it the neon yellow like we did before. And you'll have a moving light. Now we also need the support system at the top of the light. So you can do that by cloning the sphere, recoloring it the black as we established before, and then scale it down a little bit. Now again, it might be off-centered because that's what scaling does in this build, but that's normal. And then just make sure you have it right in the middle. Now this one is a little rounded, but there's a way you can fix that. If you manipulate it, turn off snapping, and pull it up from the bottom, it will get a little bit flatter at the top. So it's got more of a smoother shape. Additionally, you can also clone the rectangle hole. Make that a little bit smaller at the top. And you can also scale that to put it on top to add a little support beam on top of your light. So that's how you do the lamp light. And then the ceiling light is the most simple. You're just going to draw out 2 cylinders. So go ahead and select the cylinder, draw that out, and manipulate it to be thin. These lights are really thin, so I would recommend having it thinner. And then once you're ready with that, just clone it, recolor it the neon yellow or whatever color you're using. Scale it down just a tiny bit so it fits about 80% of the rectangle, but otherwise I'd say you're fine. And then you've got a ceiling light right here. And so that's how you make 3 very simple ceiling lights for your room. I hope you guys enjoyed this light tutorial on how to make different ceiling lights for your rooms. If you'd like more tutorials, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and I will be making some more soon. But until then, that's it for now. See ya.